They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Leary. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. Nice move, creates some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And the Broncos are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's Leary. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I really like the 3rd down play again. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Backing up and backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Flips it out to the back. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Back to pass, it's Lowry. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Makes the catch. It's Buckley. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
Yeah, and it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier and taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, and not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Arkin. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. He's got it. Continues to fight for yards. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's caught. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Sweet cut there. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together an 81-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And some room to work. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois, and people wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Arkin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Lowry. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Broncos are flying down the field. Back to pass, it's Lowry. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. He'll try to pop the draw. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Williams. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Lowry. Bringing the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Buckley. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Plucks it out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Lowry. Got it behind the line. It's Buckley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for blockers. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on first down from the 40. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Across the 25, he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Larry. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Lowry. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback come up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. It's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Gets it to him on the screen. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Creates a little space.
Yeah, and he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Arkin. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Illini! And the pummeling has started.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. On the ground, it's Buckley. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Got a man. It's Clement. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. It's Altmaier. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Buckley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Lowry. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Arkin. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Immediately fires to the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Illinois can be aggressive here on second and short. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Arkin. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Lowry. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
And the Broncos have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Fires deep on the run. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on target this time. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Off play action on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point.
That makes the score Illinois 43, Western Michigan 30.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. He's loose. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Pressure coming. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try.
That keeps the score Illinois 49, Western Michigan 30.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gonna swing it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking to throw. It's Lowry. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This is just unreal. I mean, just continues to stack up numbers now. Almost to 500 yards on the day. Most people can't do that on air. He has been hitting his wide receivers left and right, putting up huge yards.
Wants to throw again. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He'll do it himself on the draw. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Second down coming up.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. To the air, it's Altmaier. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
With a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down to the 17.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Gives it on the option. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.